Looking to improve your offense? Look no further than MaddenTurf.com. My full Raiders offensive guide is now available with every setup that I run from 4 of the most dominant offensive formations in the game with in-depth video breakdowns for every play. Link will be down in the description. Make sure to use code ELITE for 10% off. YouTube, what is going on, guys? No, it's not your man Average. Boy Man Elite back with another video today. Hope you guys are doing fantastic today. As always, guys, we are back with 32 NFL team mini scheme series where I'm taking every one of the 32 NFL team playbooks, trying to find the most unique mini scheme in that playbook, taking it into my head-to-head, and trying to win a game with it. So today, guys, we do have the Denver Broncos offensive playbook. For the Denver Broncos playbook, we're going to go with this wing flex offset. This formation right here is found in the run and gun and the Broncos offensive playbooks, but you guys know we're not doing the alternate playbooks at all. So this is what we're going to do for the Broncos playbook. This formation is a little bit similar to the pistol formation that we did. The only difference is we are going to be able to run stuff like 0-1 trap. Here we have an inside zone. We have a power O going to the right here. And we also have this 0-1 trap. So we have some decent runs, some different runs. And we also have this mesh spot play. I love anytime a formation has mesh spot with a running back wheel route out of the backfield. Now, guys, for the audibles, audible number 1, we're gonna have mesh spot. Audible number 2 is going to be inside zone. Really, you can substitute this for any run that's popping off against your opponent. If your opponent can't shoot the 0-1 trap, can't shoot power O, whatever the case is, if you're running inside zone, either one of those 3 runs that are having success, you're gonna put that one into your audibles. And then audible number 3, we got wheel post drag. Audible number 4, we got PA double post. All right, so play number 1, we're gonna go into mesh spot. So here's the stock play right here. It's not the worst play. Obviously, we're going to make some adjustments here, but it's not the worst play stock. What we're going to do here is we are going to put circle on a flat and we're going to put triangle on a flat, just like this. This is going to be our first setup. You are going to be able to lowball R1 out of the backfield pretty much immediately if they don't user it. So we'll go ahead and hike it, and you can see we can lowball this right here. And then, of course, on the other side, we have this flat route to kind of pull any hard flat or anything like that to the left. And we're also able to throw the drag right away. Of course, if there's no zone playing there and your opponent's using it, if they don't have zone drops on the yellows, if they're not shading underneath, that yellow is going to try to back up and play that in route behind it. So if we go ahead and just hike the play like this, you can see that yellow is going to try backing up to that in route. And of course, if they're playing underneath or they have 0-yard or 5-yard yellows, that yellow is going to be sitting a little too far underneath, and you can wait a little bit and then you can throw that in route over top of that. You can see right there, it's just not open. The yellow is going to sit right in front of that in this case. Now, the other thing that we can mix in here is putting the tight end over here, the X tight end on a post, putting triangle on this hitch, and putting square on this fade. Really simple but effective route combo right here. Again, we're not really trying to read too much. This is a really good route combo against a blitz. You're really just trying to read where their user's going. Once again, you are going to be able to lowball that R1 route out of the backfield, even if it's manned up. We'll go ahead and hike it, and you can see right here, X is going to be wide open right there. In this case, the yellow kind of stayed with the hitch, so you can go ahead and throw the tight end right there, especially if they're not using it. So you could do that. You could put triangle on a whip route going over here to the left. Really what we're trying to look for here, and if we do have the time, we're trying to hit X over here on the sideline. So I'll go ahead and hike it again and try to step up. Hopefully we have time, and we got a terrible pass right there, but right there you could see that you were able to pass lead X upfield. And let me go ahead and move my camera right here. I actually forgot I had it like this. There we go. Definitely do not want that other view. But yeah, that's pretty much the main 2 route combos that we're going to be running out of this play. If you want to space the field out a little bit more and space the zones out a little bit more to make a quick read, and you don't really plan on throwing X on the sideline, let's say your opponent is blitzing a little bit more, you might want to put square on this hitch. So you just run something like this. If your opponent's blitzing and they have hard flats or something like that, that hard flat's going to run straight to the smoke screen over here on the left, and that triangle route's going to be open immediately in the middle of the field. If your opponent does run to the wheel route, same thing. If your opponent runs to the post, you can throw the hitch. You really just got to make the right read. This is a really simple but effective play. As I said before, we'll go ahead and run it like this. You can see right there, you're still able to throw X right before it gets to that outside third. Now, guys, the third and final way that we can set this play up is going to be a max protected setup. We're going to put triangle on a crosser, and we are going to put circle on this streak, and then we're going to put the running back on either an in route or an out route out of the backfield. whatever you guys prefer. I kind of prefer this route because we're going to be trying to roll out to the right here so we can slide protect to the right. If you know your opponent's not sending the house, you can go ahead and double team this guy right here on the edge. But we'll go ahead and hike it. And really our goal right here is just to try to roll out and hit this on the sideline. It's not going to get over the 30-yard flats if you're running it from this hash. You got to be running it. Can I move it? There we go. You got to be running it from this hash in order for that receiver to get over the 30-yard flats. So we'll go ahead and hike this. He's on a crosser over here. We'll go ahead and roll out. And you can see he does get deeper on that. You're able to pass lead up, go to possession catch, and we get another inaccurate pass right there. All right, so the next play we're going to go over is this wheel post drag. First thing I'm going to show you guys is this cover 3 glitch. Like the third just dumps out on the right side. I don't know. I really don't know what causes it. I think it's this circle route by the tight end by Gronkowski. We're going to motion triangle over to the right and hike it when he gets a little bit past the numbers. And I don't think it's going to work right here, actually. Oh, yeah, there he goes. There he goes. I don't know what causes that. But the third over there on the right side just completely dumps out and follows the corner route, I guess. I don't know if this has been a thing all year or if anybody has found out about this, but I mean, I'm pretty sure it only works against cover 3. Don't think it works against cover 4 or anything like that. You could see the corner just completely dumps out. And I think that's actually the purple that matches with it. But of course, if your opponent's using zone drops or purple at like 5 or anything like that, purple's at 10, or if they have any zone drops active at all, that purple is not going to match to that. We're going to do that again. As soon as it passes the numbers, we're going to hike it, and right there you can see the purple is just not even close. You're able to rack that. And again, I'm not 100% sure if this works when they have zone drops on. Maybe it kind of cancels that third dumbing down and coming down, but that was a cool little glitch right there just to point out. Now, really what we're trying to do with this play is bomb cover 3. This doesn't really work to bomb cover 4, really just against cover 2 and cover 3. I'll go ahead and show it against cover 3 right here. We're going to streak triangle. I like to block the tight end, the X tight end particularly. We're going to put circle on a drag, and we're going to put R1 on this wheel route. This wheel route is going to bring down the third, or if your opponent's playing cover 2, it's going to bring down the deep half on the right side. We're going to go and hike this. And hopefully we do have time. You're going to see square. It's open over here. You're able to pass lead it to the right. The reason I like this post over a couple of the other posts or the hot route master posts, or I will show you guys this play right here. The reason I like it over this PA double post is because if you guys notice, the post runs a little bit quicker and it gets under that third a lot faster. So you can throw it a lot sooner than this post, for example, that runs a lot deeper. You got to wait a little longer. You might get screamed at. So I do like this post a little more. We'll go and set it up again just to show it. We'll go and run it just like this. And then circle, you can put on like a post if you want to, or this angle route. The angle route is pretty good to try to get their user down, but I kind of like just having the drag just to have like an instant read. But you guys could see it works perfectly fine if your opponent, or if your tight end, excuse me, is on a post. Now we'll go ahead and show you guys the bomb against cover 2. Just so we can see what it looks like against cover 2. Now, real quick, I think against cover 2, the mid read by the middle linebacker might play this deep post up the middle and it might match to it. That's not really going to be the case if your opponent is running cover 2 in game. You could see that is wide open, and you can see for some reason that wheel route, and it's pretty much for any bomb in the game, those running back wheel routes, as long as it's opposite from the post, does bring that deep half down, just dumps it out just enough. But like I was saying, the mid read sometimes matches to it. Right here in this case, the mid read is not matching to it, so that's good to note right there. Even if your opponent, as we get a complete overthrow right there with Tom Brady, it's understandable. But I mean, even if your opponent has a mid read out there, this is actually not going to play it. Sometimes if you have that deeper post, sometimes it does end up playing it. But I mean, it's good to note right there that this post is just not going to get played by a mid read or the deep half. The deep half is just not going to get there. Obviously, right there we get screamed at. So yeah, that's what we want to do to bomb cover 2 and cover 3. To bomb cover 4, now we are going to audible with a PA double post. This circle route over here on the right side is going to be pretty decent against cover 2. Not so much if your opponent's using zone drops. This is going to be terrible if your opponent's using like 25, 30-yard zone drops. But if your opponent's blitzing, running cover 2, you could block the tight end and do something like this over here to try to throw that circle route over there on the right. But that's not really the reason we're running this play. We're running this play so that we can bomb cover 4. Let me go ahead and call cover 4 real quick just so we can showcase the bomb. We'll go ahead and call PA double post right there, and then let's go ahead and call cover 4 drop. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna set it. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna set it up the exact same way as the other bomb from wheel post drag, except this time, if it lets me set it up, there we go. Except this time we have a deeper post from square. We want this deeper post so that it can get over the inside quarter by the safety on the right. You can see the safety on the right kind of goes in a little bit, and right here, if you pass lead up and to the right just a little bit, you're able to fit that over that safety that's in the inside quarter on the right. The streak by triangle is going to clear out the inside quarter, and hopefully you do have enough time. If you're able to, I would suggest rolling out to the right here. I'm not going to roll out just because we have Tom Brady, and that throw is just not going to be made with Tom Brady rolling out. But you can see we're able to bomb that over that inside quarter every single time. The only thing that's really going to stop this is if your opponent backs up that inside quarter. And even then, sometimes it does kind of glitch out. It's a little bit inconsistent as far as the way that inside quarter plays. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the mini scheme. Pretty easy, simple mini scheme right there. Nothing too complicated. Really just trying to set everything up, running mesh post, and getting your opponent to blitz, play coverage. Your opponent starts playing coverage, we're able to bomb them. You can see we can bomb cover 2, cover 3, and cover 4 if your opponent's running man. We're just gonna have route tech and deep out on this outside receiver so he can beat that man. And on this inside guy, we're also gonna have a route tech. And of course, we do have the other run plays. With this formation, you definitely do want to mix in runs a little bit more than you normally would. If you're not really somebody that runs a lot, you definitely do mix in some run plays with this. We got the inside O, once again, we got the power O and the O1 trap. So we had some pretty good runs. So yeah, that does it for this mini scheme. Hopefully we can get a win with this. I'm a little concerned about this formation because it doesn't have too many plays that I'm like familiar with or comfortable with, but hopefully we can get a win with this one. It's a decent mini scheme, I'd say. Definitely not even close to the best mini scheme that we've had, but the most unique in this playbook. So we're going to take it into a mud game and hopefully we get a win. Again, guys, if you guys have been enjoying content like this and videos like this, make sure to hit that like button. Helps out the channel a ton. And of course, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button and turn your notification bell on so you guys don't miss when I upload a new YouTube video. And yeah, I will catch you guys in the next video. As always, stay safe. Peace.